Okay, so I just want to start off by saying I did not hate this movie, and I actually did like it on a lot of parts. I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Overall, it was an okay movie. I wish it was definitely a lot better, but I really do want to talk about it because it seems like a lot of people are ripping on this movie they have reasons, but some of them seem more nitpicky than anything else. And with any of these superhero movies, you're gonna get a lot of nitpicky things, so just deal with it. It's not that. It's just, yeah. So let's get into Captain Marvel. But first, I'm just saying, I'll enjoy the other Captain Marvel better than this one. And by other, I mean it's Shazam. Shazam looks awesome, and I've seen some reviews already, and they say it's amazing. I'm really excited for Shazam and obviously Endgame. But so yeah, let's get into Captain Marvel. Okay, so the thing I want to talk about off the bat, also spoiler warning, I just want to clarify that, but off the bat, Brie Larson herself as Captain Marvel just wasn't that good. She was boring and not relatable and just wooden acting, and I don't know. I believe it was the directors and writers, because it just seemed like they didn't know how to cut together an action scene or really film or do anything with this big blockbuster action movie, and they just didn't know how to write her into it and write her well enough with it. I mean, it's sad that the main hero in her own movie, Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel's movie, is one of the least interesting characters, one of the characters we care least about, just because it's so boring. I mean, she starts out the movie as big, strong warrior lady, and ends the movie as big, strong warrior lady. I don't know, it's kind of annoying, because, I don't know, I had high hopes. I mean, not high hopes. I really did want this movie to be good. I really, really did. And I really hoped I'd walk out of the theater thinking, that's another Marvel hit. That's another Marvel movie I really, really like that I'm hopefully going to rewatch over and over again and buy instantly and pre-order it now and do all that good stuff. But I walked out of it thinking, that's one of my, I mean, honestly, I think the only Marvel movie I dislike more is Thor, the first one. I hate the first Thor movie. I really do. Iron Man 2 has a lot of problems as well, and so does Thor: The Dark World, but honestly, I'd rather watch those than this. Because at least in Iron Man 2, you have Robert Downey Jr. being Robert Downey Jr., and he's great. And then in Thor, you have Loki and Thor bouncing off each other with some good special effects and action scenes. Granted, it's pretty boring for most of the movie, and it's not that good of a movie, but I think I'd rather watch it than Captain Marvel. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. The second thing I do want to talk about, the pacing of this movie is very off. It feels like multiple movies in one, kind of. There's the space part, there's the buddy cop, and then there's the big action galactic fight at the end. The space parts with Jude Law and all that they're not. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. I mean, the beginning part's really boring, and there's no point to it. And we've already seen the cosmic realm of the MCU. There's no point in, I don't know, really showing it again. Not really. I don't want to say showing it again, because obviously there's point in showing it again. I don't know how really to describe how I feel about this. It's just, it kind of feels pointless to me. Like, I feel like you could have just had her crashed on Earth already, and then her remember slight parts of how she crashed on Earth, and then intercut more and more, like, instead of just telling it normal. I don't know, it was trying to go for flashbacks, and I feel like you could have gone for even more if you just had her crash on Earth out of the gate into the blockbuster. I don't know, maybe had something else leading into that. I don't know. It felt, I don't know, just Jude Law and all those, they were pretty bad. I didn't like really any of them or care about any of them. The only two characters I cared about was Talo, I believe his name was, Ben Mendelsohn's character, and obviously Nick Fury. And I didn't know what to expect from the cat going in. I heard a lot of good things, and Jeremy Jahns said cat was pretty annoying. I actually really liked the cat, and I'm saying that in quotations because this thing swallows people whole. I actually did like the cat. The cat was pretty funny. I mean, it's kind of sad seeing the cat's one of the best characters in the movie. I mean, what does that say about the other characters in the movie? Yeah. Nick Fury, awesome. I mean, he was really great, really charismatic, which is something you don't really say about Nick Fury because he's a more stoic, serious force, but he's actually kind of like more energetic, and I get that he's younger, but I don't know, just that's what the vibe I got. A lot more than Ben Mendelsohn's character. In the beginning, you think he's this big bad guy person like he is in pretty much every movie he's ever been in. But then you turn out he's just a guy who's trying to help his family escape from the Kree. Because guess what? The Kree are the bad guys trying to attack the Skrulls. And Captain Marvel's been on the wrong side the whole time. When she finds it out, she's like, oh, well, sorry about that. I'm gonna go fight these people now. She could have had a really cool moment of realization, but she's like, yeah, I killed you. Well, let's go avenge get the Kree. Let's go get them. Because she never really fully I don't know. Did she fully apologize? Because she just kind of like looks at them like, well, let's go get the Kree. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb when she realized that. I don't think it was dumb that the Kree and the Skrulls. I thought that was kind of a nice twist. I didn't really see that fully coming, and I kind of liked it. So another thing I'm kind of annoyed with a teeny bit, not a lot, but some of the plot holes. So it's only two things. I rewatched Iron Man today, and they couldn't come up with the name for SHIELD because they could just call it Strategic Homeland International, whatever the E&D stand for. And they didn't come up with the acronym of SHIELD until the end of Iron Man. But then in Captain Marvel, they call it SHIELD. That shouldn't make any sense. They shouldn't have come up with that yet. I don't know. That just didn't make sense to me. And the other plot hole, how do they have the Tesseract? Howard Stark took that thing out of the ocean. He died, it was 1991, but he must have given the Tesseract to Mar-Vell somehow, or to someone else that gave it to Mar-Vell. I have no idea. So, I don't know. They may need to fill in some things. They didn't need to have the... I mean, I understand why they had the Tesseract, because it had some parts to do with the writing and the whole hyperdrive thing. I don't even remember what it was called, but Mar-Vell was trying to build. But you could have had maybe another thing or something else. Like, you could have maybe worked a little bit harder to develop something else than the Tesseract, and then you didn't need to create any needless plot holes with the movie. Another thing that I have wrong, CGI was pretty bad at the end, and it was pretty bad at the end. I don't know what to say. It's not as bad as Black Panther, don't get me wrong, or Justice League, but it's still pretty bad, and it looks like a video game. Not a PS3 video game, maybe like an early PS4 release title or something like that. It still doesn't look that good though. Another thing, the girl power message, I get it. It's a girl power, feminine movie, whatever. I understand that. But they forced the issue way too much in this movie. Like in Wonder Woman, I don't want to compare it to Wonder Woman, but I am. It felt natural. Like, in this movie, she doesn't show things to... I mean, she kind of does to show, like, oh, feminine power, whatever. And Wonder Woman, when she walked down the field thing or whatever with her shield and all, everyone shooting at her in No Man's Land or whatever it was called, that was amazing. Like, that's an iconic movie shot. It's amazing. I love that scene, and it's so cool. I mean, and it kind of represents it there if you're going for that whole girl power vibe or whatever. But in this movie, they kind of tell us to go with it instead of showing us to go with it. And I don't know, I just liked how in Wonder Woman they showed us it more than in Captain Marvel. I really don't like comparing these movies, but I am in this case because, I don't know, I just felt like, I don't know, it was just kind of annoying thing. The soundtrack's also actually really good. I think it was, not really, like, it's not like Star Wars or anything, but it works pretty well in the background of the movie, and you definitely feel it. Now, I'm talking about the composed music. The actual music feels like someone trying to rip off Guardians of the Galaxy. it's really bad when they play the certain songs, and annoying when they play the certain songs, because it doesn't make sense for the situation. At least in Guardians of the Galaxy it did, and it's like, oh well, that was successful, let's do this with the 90s. Yeah, I don't know, it was kind of stupid that they had it, and it was annoying. I really don't know. I don't know. I know it sounds like I'm trashing this movie, but I did like it. A decent amount. I mean, some of the action was pretty cool. Like that train scene at the beginning. I would say the second she jumps outside the train and starts chasing everyone, and you know, because then she goes to like the central part and she's just looking at everyone and she doesn't know which one is not a scroll or which is a scroll. I thought that was kind of cool. And when she fought the granny person, there was like 50 cuts in like 10 seconds. It was really annoying. It just cut, like, and the editing, it was just pretty poor in how they did that. I was really annoyed with it. I don't know. So I do have problems with this movie. I think it's an movie. I mean, I would say like 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, well, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. I'm not doing letter grades. I don't. Let's just do number. Let's do number one. And yeah, 6.5 out of 10. It's okay, and pretty disappointing. I wish Marvel would have been able to do better, but it's fine. Endgame's next, and yeah, that movie's gonna be amazing. I don't doubt anything less from them. So, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please drop a like. If you liked Captain Marvel, or if you didn't like it, tell me in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you please comment, like, and subscribe for more movie content. I have a Marvel video planned. I don't know if I want to release it or not, because more of a personal story with me and Marvel. I would say 10 likes. I don't know, that's kind of a lot of likes to go for. That one's more of a personal one. I don't know if I want to release that one, but I'll do it if we hit 10 likes, I guess. So yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace.